In this problem, we're trying to write down a proof that shows BEDF is a rectangle. So you can see I've already started out my chart with the first statement that we're dealing with a parallelogram ABCD, and we're told that BF is perpendicular to AFD and DE is perpendicular to BEC. Now, the strategy I'm going to use here is to first show that BEFD, this guy right here, I want to show it or prove that that's a parallelogram. Why is that helpful? Well, once we've shown that BEDF is a parallelogram, by combining that with the fact that we know this here is a right angle, then we can conclude that BEDF is a rectangle. So first, how do we get to the point where we can conclude that BEDF is a parallelogram? Well, we need to show that each opposite sides are parallel. We can start by stating that BC and AD, these lines here, are parallel. And we know that's the case because they're opposite sides of a parallelogram. After that's been said, we can next say that the lines from B to E and F to D are also parallel because they're part of the same line. Next, we'd have to state that the lines BF and ED are parallel, and we know that's the case because they're both perpendicular to the same parallel line. So any two lines that are perpendicular to one parallel line will also be parallel to each other. And now we're at the point where we can state that BEDF is in fact a parallelogram because we've got a quadrilateral where both opposite sides are parallel to each other. Cool, now we're nearly done. The only thing we need to do left to show that BEDF is a rectangle is to state that one of its corners is a right angle. And we know, for example, angle DEB is a right angle. And we know that's the case because we're told DE and BEC are perpendicular to each other. And we did it. We can now conclude that BEDF is a rectangle. And that is because we've got a parallelogram with one corner being a right angle. Therefore, it has to be a rectangle. All right, that would be it for this video. Hope that was helpful, and thanks for visiting JD's Preparation.